First of four in the wake of the high-profile FBI and ICE raid at the Wilder Horse Track last month. Some Idaho businesses are grappling with the realities of immigration enforcement.
Holland and Hart law firm in Boise hosted a seminar for local business owners this morning, and at that meeting, business leaders got insight and advice on navigating this environment.
And our Derica Kay was there and joins us here in studio now. Derica, what came out of this meeting?
Well, Brenda, attorneys from Holland and Hart outlined the serious risks companies may face, not only if they knowingly employ undocumented workers, but even if they're unaware of what's happening within their workforce.
I think it's helpful for companies in any facet of their operations to always be proactive about compliance and immigration enforcement.
In downtown Boise, at the Holland and Hart law firm office, former U.S. Attorney for the state of Idaho, now partner of Holland and Hart, Josh Hurwitz, talked about the seriousness of the Trump administration's crackdown on undocumented immigrants across the nation and how it could impact the business community directly.
Usually we think about, ICE arresting people at the border, for example. But even in Idaho, immigration and law enforcement authorities are going to be looking to prosecute individuals, companies, and executives.
Using the Wilder operation as a cautionary tale, lawyers at the seminar emphasized the risk for businesses employing undocumented workers.
Once you get to the point of knowledge where you're aware that you have undocumented workers on site in your business, you're now veering into the realm of criminal exposure.
Lawyer Chris Thomas says activity like this can lead to serious consequences, not just to undocumented workers, but also to the business owners themselves.
When it goes to the top of the company, there are two levels of liability, both the individual involved in the criminal conduct, but also the company itself can face enormous fines and even forfeiture of assets, disgorgement of profits, etc.
The law firm is also encouraging business owners to make sure they are properly filing I-9 forms when hiring to avoid anyone slipping through the cracks.
We see that in the realm of hospitality, construction, agriculture, restaurants, etc. So that is absolutely something that should require employers in those industries to be even more vigilant about the I-9 process and ensure that they're properly verifying their workforces.
Holland and Hart lawyers also told business owners if they see any warning signs of possible undocumented immigrants working, they should launch an internal investigation.
Like I said, need to be proactive about their own workforces because law enforcement, federal law enforcement, working with state and local law enforcement is attuned to opportunities to take these types of immigration enforcement actions.
Holland and Hart law firm also emphasized knowing your rights if the Department of Homeland Security comes to your place of business. Under the Fourth Amendment, everybody has a right against unreasonable search and seizure. If there is no warrant, you can say no against any kind of law enforcement activity on site in non-public areas. They add you should call an attorney right away.
An interesting look at a very heated issue right now in our community. Derica, appreciate the report.